Welcome, Lighthouse Education Consultants. I'm Dr. Bryan. Today we're talking about kindergarten visual teaching methods. Now, these are ways to instruct visual learners. When you get a chance, please click on the link below. Join our email list. By doing so, you will receive 4 free webinars, but you're going to receive a bunch of other free stuff throughout the year. So, visual teaching methods, and this is ways to instruct a visual learner. Give visual directions. And you could have things already pre-cut out, and there are some neat programs that you may or may not have access to. Camtasia is one I'm using right now to do this, where you could do visual stuff. But there's numerous ones out there where you could Jing, it's a free one. You can put pictures and give directions. Have starting point on color, ending point on another. Now, that doesn't sound great there, but one starting point could be green. The next point that they need to focus on could be blue. Another point could be orange. Another point could be yellow, and red could be their ending point. And if you gave them directions that way, so they know they've got to do it by color, that contrast, that different color they see, helps the students. Use demonstration. Visual learners want to see it happening, want to see it done. And one of the beautiful things about visual learners are, they need that sensory motion going on. They need to see it happening. And one of the things they do is, if you're just speaking to them, if you're just doing a lecture, they get lost in it. If they can see what they're doing, it works for them. Identify the important steps for the learner, and sometimes they don't know it. And a lot of times, and I've talked about this in the other videos on visual learning, they get lost in the steps. They'll spend all their time on step one. If you say, hey, you got 5 minutes, here's a timer to do this part and set it on it, they have a way to gauge how the steps go. All right, you know what, you've done that one, flip that over, reset your timer to 5 minutes and go. And use a color system if you can, and each color means something different, and you can determine what that means. So, the example I've given a couple different times is cutting out the elephant, painting it, coloring it red. Each step could mean something different. You could carry those steps over into other things. Visual learners do not like rote memory. It bores them to no end. So try not to do rote memory. Try to do things like picture mind maps, where they're drawing pictures, and that's how they learn the information. And one of the things I've seen with visual learners are, and they learn dates real well, and the reason why is they see the picture of the event, and then they kind of in their mind stencil in the date. So use stuff like that and have them physically draw a picture for you, and then that'll enhance their learning. They like novelty in learning, creativity, anything that is fun. And one of the ones, and I'll talk about it now, it's called Blabberize, and you can take like a historical figure, a blanket, and it'll give you choices. Put a mouth in there, and the mouth can talk. It's novel. It's fun. He's talking about 407 years ago, but you're getting the speech he's talking about. And you can see the mouth moving, and they think that's, oh wow, that was cool. We saw this today, but now it's interacting that visual cortex for them. Use YouTube. There is a bunch of stuff out there, and as a parent of a child who's a visual learner, everything they learn, you should go pull a video up and show them at home to reinforce that learning. Have students find things in printed material, and this could be pictures, words, letters, and have them pointed out. It's very clear that they have this stuff pointed out to them, or them pointing out to you, so you can make sure they understand what their learning is. And thanks for coming by. Visual learners are very neat to be around, and a lot of times they do struggle at school, and the reason why they struggle at school is people don't know how to work with them. But it takes a few minutes, and sometimes it takes an extra step or two. But you'll find that the visual and the kinesthetic learners like all the novelty that is needed for the visual learners. So look for other Lighthouse products. We have many different ones on goal setting, time management, study skills. We have a kindergarten program, and we're putting together another thing on gifted learners. Please click on the link below, sign up for our email list. By doing so, you'll receive access to 4 free webinars, and good luck in reaching all your educational goals.